Alright, so you're probably asking yourself, why am I taking a picture of a hot tub? Why are you seeing a hot tub? Well, it's because it's the flattest surface I could find, and I needed some quiet so I can make this video on the NordicTrack Treadmill Maintenance Kit. Yep, or otherwise known as the Kit de Mantenimiento de la Máquina para Correr. Let's see if I can say that again. Kit de Mantenimiento de la Máquina para Correr. Yep, and I know Spanish, so I know that means treadmill maintenance kit. Anyway, the reason I'm making a video of this is because I was getting ready to, I was writing up a script for tomorrow's live stream, and I figured, hey, you know what, I need to probably talk about this, because this is something that you can get for free when you order your NordicTrack treadmill if you haven't ordered it yet. Or you can also get it for free. Let's say, for instance, if you're having an issue with something and you just bought the treadmill, and you can contact NordicTrack or iFit or whoever runs the show these days. And because I've heard some things about customer service, and to be honest, customer service, if you can get a hold of them, it's great. It's actually not bad. It's getting a hold of them. The last time I tried calling, it took 30 minutes, and then I finally got someone who eventually told me to hold, and then when I was on hold, I got disconnected. So getting a hold of them is really tough. It's always been like that. It has nothing to do with the COVID-19 quarantine or this and that. It's just NordicTrack doesn't have great customer service. I would say, if I had to coin a phrase, I would say it's adequate. Anyway, this is the NordicTrack Treadmill Maintenance Kit. Let's go ahead and do an unboxing and let's see what's inside. Last time I did an unboxing, I cut myself, so gotta be careful. It doesn't really have a lot. The box is really all show. Once you put NordicTrack on it, they're able to charge you twice as much. The back has some more Spanish and English. Talks about some of the products that are inside. I've had my treadmill for 2 years. I've actually turned 2 years old April 1st, and I've yet to use this, but I might be using it. It's got some rags. It's got some spray-on belt and wipe clean lotion. Again, I've never used it. My treadmill works perfectly fine. It's got some lubricant, I guess. I think you put this underneath the belt. I'm sure there's some videos out there on how to maintain your NordicTrack belt. It's got some instructions here. I was about to turn this on lubricating. Lubricating the belt. Probably something I should do. Oh wow, this is pretty cool. Looks like it has some extra magnets with clip-ons. I think that, yeah. Wow, that's pretty cool. It's nice to know I have this just in case I ever lose my magnets. And then it looks like it has, is this a belt? Is this an extra belt or something? What is this? Huh. Oh, I know what it is. Let me open this up. It's got these little pads or something. I don't want to take it out. I think you use this. Hold on a second. Let me hit pause. Okay, so it's like something that you use. It's got a hard, like wood or plastic in the middle, and then it's got foam on the outside. And I think what you do is you use this to clean under the belt. You put it under the belt and you move it up and down. Again, I'm not really sure. I've never used it. I've had my treadmill for 2 years. It's probably due for maintenance. I probably won't be doing it anytime soon because it works perfectly fine. But when you can be guaranteed that when I do maintenance, did I say do? My apologies. When I do maintenance, I will make a videotape of it so you can see what it's all about. And this is pretty cool. I mean, you know what? For spending $2,000 to $3,000 on a treadmill, it's nice to know I can take these lubricant packets, and it looks like they have little pockets within this little case. That's ingenious. You know what? I don't feel so bad now spending $2,000 on a treadmill. And then you can just close that like that. All right. So let me put this back in. So that's the unboxing of the NordicTrack Kit de Mantenimiento de la Máquina para Correr. Now, I'm Puerto Rican, so I'm supposed to speak Spanish. Put this back in. Be right back. All right, I'm back. So, as you probably already know, I own an X22i incline trainer. I really love this. I also got this iFit heart rate monitor. We leave that here. It plugs up with a USB and I charge it. You can actually charge it right there, if you think about it. The X22i, since I got this in March of 2018, it has an HDMI out, so if I needed to, I can put it and cast it onto a TV, which after some thought, it's probably a great idea. If you were to connect this to a 4K TV, or even cast it, if you have the capability of casting it, you would have something that's very, very close to 4K quality. Supposedly, all the NordicTrack Treadmill videos, all the workout videos, are filmed in 4K ultra high def. Unfortunately, the screen, as nice as it is, having this screen up here, unfortunately, it's not 4K. I honestly don't even think it's HD. It's probably like 720p, if you ask me. It's great, don't get me wrong. But if I was to let me see if I could zoom in. I don't think from here I can zoom in. But if I was to zoom in, you see, it's quite pixelated. Is that something that you can see, that you can make out? I know that I can make it out looking at it from here. But is it a bad screen? Oh no, it's great. When I'm on here and I'm walking or running, believe me, what a motivational factor it is to have this screen in front of me as I'm walking or as I'm running. Because I can run anywhere in the world that I want. I can choose a map. I can choose a map. I can do anything that I want on this treadmill. And I'm right here in the comfort of my home. I could run using Google Maps back home where I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. I could run in Paris if I want. Hey, and if I don't even want to use the iFit, I can go into privileged mode by just swiping up, clicking on that circle, and then going to something like Netflix. Why wouldn't I love this machine? I mean, there are a lot of treadmills out in the market. And if you're going to spend $2,000 to $3,000, then definitely do your homework. Do your homework due to the fact that no one treadmill is going to be the answer for everybody. If I want to watch Netflix on this is great, isn't it? And why? Why can I watch Netflix on this? Because I've been able to access privileged mode. By accessing privileged mode, and we'll talk about that later in some other video, or maybe, well, obviously in tomorrow's live stream. By accessing privileged mode, I have the capability to access multiple different options, like web browsers, like a camera, if I wanted to take pictures or even video from here. I have file management. I have apps that I can load on here. Not all apps. And the reason I can't load all apps is because if you go into iFit admin, let's see. It says it's loading. If you'll see here, let's see if it tells me here. Actually, it does not say here what the actual version of Android is. Huh, that's interesting. I thought for sure it would tell me that. This is something I wanted to show you. It happens, it doesn't happen often, like it happens once every now and then. You turn the NordicTrack machine on, and it's almost as if it's doing a self-calibration. So why is it at, let's see, it looks like it's at a 10 degree. That's interesting. Let me go back into the NordicTrack iFit cardio. And let's see what's going on. Whenever that happens, it's happened very infrequently. All I do is I power it off and power back on, or I go through it and I do a calibration. It's possible the last person that used this, maybe my wife, when she used this, she had it at an incline and then stopped it. I don't know. So give me a second. Okay, so the firmware version, that's what I'm looking at, which is the Android version. It's 5.1.1. If you could see it right there, it says firmware version. And how did I get there? I just went into your normal equipment settings. I went into the main screen. I hit on settings. And then on settings, I hit equipment info. And then I hit app info. And app info shows you that its firmware version is 5.1.1. Another way of doing that is if you go into the privilege mode, and then you go into settings, I believe. And then here, if you do about tablet, it shows you right there that the version, Android version, is 5.1.1. All right, put this back on iFit. And this is something that every now and then happens. I've seen this happen, where when you boot up iFit, it says, oops, an error occurred, try again. So I just click that, and 99 times out of 100, it connects. For some reason, it didn't connect. Who knows? It could have been because I was going into privilege mode. Who knows? And if that doesn't work, I just power it off and power back on. And as long as you have a good internet connection, you should be good to go. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and recycle the power and then watch it. And I'm just curious to see if this will reset. And if it doesn't, again, I'll just do a calibration on it and it resets. Again, I've had this machine for almost 2 years, never had any issues with the belt. I've done maintenance on the belt and nothing as far as lubrication, just maybe moving it left to right, tightening it a little bit. But other than that, this machine has performed like a champ. It is probably the best, the one piece of exercise equipment that I really say thank you every day to NordicTrack, because this thing has motivated me. And I've gotten the NordicTrack dumbbells, which are really cool. Watch how easy it is. I think this is set to 15 pounds. My wife was using it earlier. Watch how easy it is to put it right back in. Isn't that cool? Just put it in just like that. It's that simple. And if you want to change it, let's say to 40 pounds, to do some benching. Look how simple that is. Oh, well, it's simple to change. It's not simple to pick up. All right, put this back to 15. I believe that's what my wife had it at, 15. Yep, all right. So this is back up. Let me come on in. I'm back into my desktop. iFit and NordicTrack, within their boot software, they have something called a launcher. It's launcher software that automatically is configured to launch iFit. So that's why even sometimes if you go directly into privileged mode, it will kick you back out and go straight into iFit, because this machine has been configured to launch iFit. And think about it, NordicTrack is making a lot of money. They're selling a very good treadmill, but they're making a lot of money because they're selling it with a 22-inch screen, 32-inch screen. They're selling it with a screen that allows you to get this. And like, again, we talked about the quality. This is not bad quality. Is it 4K? No, of course not. But it's very good quality. And they've changed their, they've changed this software. You can browse the library now, and it gives you a lot of different options. But I'm not going to go into it here. We're going to have a live stream tomorrow. If you would like to join in, it's tomorrow at 8 p.m., Friday, the 17th of April at 8 p.m. And we can get into a really great discussion on the iFit software, how to get into privileged mode, how to access some of the applications and install things like Netflix, Prime Video, all these things. And then once again on how to navigate through here. Something that I used the other day, I actually used this software. What was it? It's called ES File Explorer. There's many different Explorer utilities that you can use, but this allowed me to copy files off of here just by going to Home, and it shows me the file structure right here, which is pretty cool. All right. go back here, go back to iFit. And so you see iFit came right back up. Occasionally it doesn't come back up and it just restarts on its own. The great thing is that if you're in the process of doing a walk or something and it doesn't come back up, or if it restarts, when it restarts, it's, at least for me, it's always come back up and it's maintained my speed, my incline, whatever I was doing, and it's kept all my stats. So no problems there. All right, the incline is still there. So what I do if you ever power it up and it automatically goes into some Phantom Incline, I go into settings. I believe, into equipment info. Actually, it's equipment. I go into maintenance. And then I wait for it to say up to date. And then it says calibrate incline. Press begin to calibrate. I'll hit begin. And then I get off the machine. I'm going to let this go so that you can see how long it takes. And while it's doing that, looks like it's going up. I'm going to come here and see why these plates are out. Looks like someone took these plates out. And then I'm going to put these back where they belong. Let's see. Yep. These are the 12.5 pound NordicTrack plates that you get with these stands, and in a lot of videos most of them are right left and right of the treadmill. Look at that 40% incline. That thing is a monster. I'm telling you, that's probably one of the best features of this treadmill. You buy any other treadmill, you're not going to get a 40% incline. What a great exercise feature that is, that you can incorporate hill work. All right, it's still going through it's still doing the calibration. And again, I'm just letting this go because I want you to see how long it takes to calibrate. And how often do I calibrate it? Not often. But if I turn the machine on and it automatically goes to some Phantom Incline for whatever reason, I go ahead and make sure I do a calibration. Now, if I remember correctly, it should come all the way down to 0, and then it'll keep going down to -6% decline, which is pretty cool. I've run at a decline, and it's a little weird. It definitely works different muscles. And then it'll pop back up to 0. And then I'll end the video right here. Again, hey, you guys are awesome. If you like what you see and you want some more content, please hit the like button. Comment if you'd like, and subscribe so that you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. There you go. That's the 6% decline. All right, so now it should pop back up to 0 and it's level. And we'll give this a second. And boom. There you go. That's how long it takes to do a calibration. All right, guys. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow on the live stream. If you have any questions, save them for then. See you then. I wanted to give you guys and gals a treat. Here are some pictures of when my NordicTrack X22i was delivered. It's been about 2 years since I've had it. Best exercise machine I ever bought. You can still see it's in plastic. Yep, March 24th, 2018. Hey, don't forget about my live stream. Hope to see you there. Bye.